Ladies and gentlemen, this is Roscar Monthly Tour, #1, and it's time for match number 1. Here we go. We have started off with a total number of 18 teams and 70 players. Flight path initiates from Primorsk and finishes off towards Miltaba, favoring the complete southern regions of Erangel map. So eventually it's going to be difficult for team to head towards the central regions of Erangel map. Even accessing the northern part of the map is going to be difficult for teams. So you need to grab vehicles and head towards the northern part. And it's going to be risky as well. But Team Aura Gaming, they'll be heading towards Quarry. Akatsuki East will be heading towards Primorsk. Team RO, they're heading towards Sosnovka Military Base. And there are no other visitors in Sosnovka Military Base, so they are all alone there. So it's going to be a easy looting process for them. First circle has been initiated, by the way, and the first circle will be favoring the southwestern regions of Erangel map. And Team TEG, they're right at the center of the circle, so they need to win that fight at any cost against Team TB. Because if they lose that fight, then they're going to lose a golden opportunity to stay inside the circle for a very long time. Eurolight Esports will be heading towards Gudka. Team Nasty Bullets, they'll be heading towards the western part of Pachinki, and they're pretty much close to Eurolight. So that might happen. That fight might happen against Team Eurolight Reborn. And now Team NB will be diverting their glide towards the west of Pachinki. So they found a vehicle there. The priority was to get a vehicle and then head towards Pachinki. But this is quite surprising to me because the whole team dropping on a vehicle. Just one player could have dropped on the vehicle and the other three players could have headed towards Pachinki. But I guess NB Esports, instead of heading towards Pachinki, they're heading towards some other drop location. Maybe they will head towards Georgiable containers. So yeah, I was wrong there. Team NB Esports, they know what they are doing. By the way, TG Esports, they're fighting Team TPSS, and the problem is that TPS that they're playing with just 3 players. Rafi has been knocked out. Tornado opened up his fire. He has a PP9 Bison for a mid-range fight. And the pump shotgun for close range. Phasing wide open area. TEG is looking furious. Tryout connects that pump shotgun, but he will be unlucky. One bullet wasn't enough to knock down his opponent. Tornado could have used his PP9 in Bison. There was absolutely no need to use a pump shotgun, in my opinion. And he'll be taken down by Wu 666. 1v2 by Wu 666. That pistol was enough for him to eliminate Team TBSS. TBSS gets eliminated on 18th position. They'll become the first team to get eliminated. So, not at all a good start in Roscar Monthly Tour, #1 finals. The very first game will be going in vain, so they'll need to focus on the upcoming games, especially the Miramar and the Rondo. Because if you fail in the upcoming 2 games, you'll be playing the final game just for the formality stuff. Big Baby Esports, yeah, there you go. And Big Baby Esports immediately getting 3 eliminations. Another team has been eliminated, and no, they just gave 3 casualties to their opponents. And that will be Team 13, that is Team 888. Team 888 now with just SK. Well, he is away from his opponents, so maybe Big Baby Esports won't be able to catch him off guard. He's miles away. He's in the outer skirts of Mansion. And Team 888 faced casualties in the outer skirts of prison. So, yeah, SK can survive here for a pretty long time. But now he has to start moving towards the circle as well, because the blue zone has started moving. 888 Esports, not with a really good start. Glying, before getting eliminated, he contributed an elimination. So Big Baby Esports, did they lose players? Did they face a casualty? Absolutely. Big Baby Esports, they're down to 3 players. So they'll play with just 3 players now in this Erangel game. And they have to be careful. They cannot afford to face casualties in the upcoming fights. And they've headed towards Lipovka, so it's going to be a long process for them. They'll loot first here, and then they'll head towards the circle. And they believe in what they are doing. Lipovka maybe is their primary drop location. It's always a good feeling whenever you loot in your primary drop location. The Big Baby Esports is not ready to compromise. Not losing King would have been better. Big Baby Esports must have felt really comfortable at this point if they had King along with them, since King is already eliminated, so they have to just bear it and move on. Timora Gaming dropping in Query. I think Timora Gaming should select a new drop location for them because Quarry is not that much secure kind of a drop location for a team, in my opinion, because it's a wide open area. It's such a open area, and you always have a threat of getting a surprise from any team. So most of the time, Timora Gaming, whenever they are indulged in a drop clash, they end up facing casualties. And the sole reason behind that is this particular drop location, that is Query. It's a wide open area. So I feel like in Erangel, they should focus on getting a new drop location for them. On back east was on the other side. They are into a fight in the outer skirts of Snapoliana, although they faced a casualty, but they couldn't give a casualty to their opponents, but they're on the way of giving a casualty to their opponents. The fight is against the Magma. 20 is knocked out. Magma Esports won't take much time to revive their player. But a huge split has been maintained by On-Back Esports, so Zetas has a crucial angle. And Mesa will take care of the other two players of On-Back Esports. Mesa along with Puma. Puma almost found a chance to take down Freak. That could have been a wild opening for Magma Esports. It would have been so much easy for them to breach that petrol pump. Zetas now is sort of helpless. He cannot give cover to his teammates. Neither he can trouble Magma Esports from the position he is holding right now. So he's sort of stuck. And he is tensed. Because on back Esports, they're running out of opportunities. They're running out of chances. And finally, Magma Esports, they'll start closing in. Oh my god! Now Tico with a fabulous headshot connection, and Magma Esports will be immediately humbled. And I didn't find any communication here between the players of Magma Esports before closing into that petrol pump. Puma definitely took that decision by himself. No cover was provided. And with this silly mistake, Magma Esports, they'll lose their pace on this game. On back Esports, they're down to 2, although they'll face a casualty. Tico is out of this game. Tico won't be able to survive for a very long time. Magma Esports will be taking care of him. And a wild split now maintained by Magma Esports. Pera, what are you trying to do, buddy? Pera overcommitting too much. On back Esports Zetas, well, he sneaked out of that fight. Freak, he tried his very best to make situation manageable. He tried to swim against the tide, but it was not enough, and he got overwhelmed between multiple players. And on back Esports Zetas heading towards the circle. Aura Gaming on the other side, they're into a fight. And yes, this is the problem with Team Aura Gaming. Whenever they fight in Query, they lose players. And Alpha is the final player surviving. And right now they're not in Query, but they're in the outer skirts of Query. So this whole area is quite negative for them. Whenever they fight in this particular area, they end up losing that fight. And Alpha somehow revives his teammate. Alpha has to move in and go for that 1v1 against Asta. But very smartly, Asta just moves behind, pulls that grenade. That grenade won't make connections on Alpha. But why isn't Alpha prioritizing the grenades he has? But now he'll hear me out. Maybe he'll finish out strong with that grenade. Absolutely. But uh-oh. That's a crucial angle. Alpha might get stabbed in his back. Muradev. He could have attacked Team Aura Gaming from sidelines. Eurolight took too much time to attack Aura Gaming. Eventually now Aura Gaming has revived all their players. They're 2-player up. Alpha was the final player surviving for Team Aura Gaming, but now he's able to revive his teammate. And then the revival process will be followed on. And Molotov makes connections with Muradev. He cannot move much. He has to let his skin burn, and then he'll pop in that first aid. Such a tense situation this is. Uh-oh, now Asta from the sidelines. Umrit knocks him down. Muradev eventually now is the final player surviving. So Aura Gaming just faced one casualty, and they're about to win this fight. But the third party is going to come in from Akatsuki. So Aura Gaming has to be ready for that. Eurolight Reborn is out. They'll get eliminated on the 17th position. So maybe I underestimated Aura Gaming too much. Zetas gets eliminated because of the blue zone, so on back esports, even they are out of this game. Aura Gaming, and they have to be prepared for Katsuki esports as they've moved in too much closer. Aura Gaming has no clue about the presence of Katsuki esports, and this is giving me anxiety. I love this team, by the way. I love the way they're playing. I love how they don't give up. But Aura Gaming needs some modification in their strategy. That is true. Now Katsuki Esports attacks Aura Gaming. Alpha will get caught maybe. Two of his teammates have moved back. And Alpha is the man in front. But Katsuki Esports definitely... They have no clue about his position, and Alpha surprises Goat Magic. Magic-ish gets knocked out, and the confirmation will be secured by Team Aura Gaming. So Team Aura Gaming immediately turns it into a 3v3 fight. Alpha had to get out of that tree cover. He was expecting a grenade there. Amrit gets knocked out by Venok, and maybe that's a third party happening. That's sad. Ace finishes Amrit, so that frag will be stolen. What team is that going for the third party? I guess that is Team BRBA. It's going to be BRBA Esports, absolutely. They'll be doing the third party from Fury Pier. Second circle has been initiated, ladies and gentlemen. It will be a centralized chip. Alpha somehow managed to sneak out. Till now, he didn't catch the attention of the players of Team Katsuki Esports, but was about to reach hard cover. At that exact very moment, Katsuki Esports will be able to spot Alpha and put him down, but not completely out of this game. Alpha is. He can still get that revival and he can still contribute. And now it's just a matter of time. I feel like BRBA Esports might move forward, because even they have no eliminations and it's been high time. So maybe BRBA Esports might get a bit greedy to move in and take out some opportunities to get eliminations, yeah. And yes, BRBA Esports has started to move in closer. The problem is Akatsuki Esports, they're gonna fight BRBA, or Gaming just makes their way out of that fight. And what? BRBA completely moves in closer. That was unexpected. Dennis gets knocked out, and that's terrible driving. Venom gets knocked out. Dennis gets knocked out too. Now he got knocked out. And what did BRBA Esports do here? I mean, that was a silly move. Whatever BRBA Esports did here, that was a terrible move, in my opinion. There was no need to overcome it so much. Never, ever, ever underestimate your opponents. And BRBA Esports, this is a lesson for them. Now, they're just left with two players. Their game has been ruined. Just by them. Katsuki Esports will be losing another player, by the way. Now just two players are alive. Spade, Skiller. Skiller needs to get back. That's a 2v2v2 fight, basically. Aura Gaming. They're surviving with two players. Akatsuki with two. BRB has already sneaked out. But whatever they did, I have no clue. What was their purpose behind that move? Still don't understand. It's like a gift given. Here, Circle has been initiated. Circle moves for a northwestern shift. BRB Esports, now they're out of the circle. BRB Esports must be regretting the move they made. Easily they could have taken down Akatsuki Esports by showing some amount of patience. But they rushed in too much quickly. And Akatsuki Esports gave them a reality check. And they could have captured that particular area where Akatsuki Esports is present right now. The northern part of that compound where Mora Gaming is present. They could have captured the east of Quarry. And they could have spent a really good time inside the circle, but now everything has slipped out of their hands. Team ROZ, by the way, they're into a fight. Team RS will be losing WLAs. RS is just left with three players. Magma 20 will be attacked by Team RS. 20 takes down one. Nobody, you have to win this 1v1 fight. 20! You gotta be kidding me now. He takes down two. The final pair, Albi, he's way separated. Magma with a genius move. Completely paralyzed Team RS is. Unexpected clutch that was. The way 20 repositioned himself in that fight made the difference. And where are his teammates? Well, now Pera will show up along with Nisa. But 20 soaked in the pressure so well, handled the pressure with responsibility. Won that fight, brought in 2 more eliminations for Team Magma. Still healthy. And all that threat is gone now. Team NB Esports didn't make use of that opportunity which they got to eliminate Team Magma Esports. They just kept on dealing those sprays. And now they ran out of opportunity. It's a humongous prize pool, that's why the lobby is trying hard so much. A very late rotation on the other side by Team Roscar. I wasn't expecting this. But Team Roscar, it could have been an easy rotation for them if they would have used Sosnoka military base bridge. But since they are choosing the long pathway, maybe they'll enter the circle from the north as it is less crowdy there compared to the south, as there are so many teams in the south. Look at that. 5 teams close to each other. And Team Aro has already started fighting. Romania squad. They are going against Team Kukri Esports. Error gets knocked down. There's a third party coming in. Romania squad is catching the attention of all the teams. The outer skirts of the crowd. 2 casualties. Now Kerosene is out of this game too. But why is Kukris was giving Romania squad so much time to settle down? Why aren't they attacking Romania squad? Why did they sit quietly? My goodness. Why did Kukris stop? I guess they didn't read the Finnish feed. But if they have utilities, they must have heard the footsteps of Junkie moving upstairs. I think it was the first floor. If they utilize the utilities, it could have been an easy bypass. But Kukris goes. They've got 2 more eliminations. If now they've used that utility, maybe they had just 1 Molotov. With that 1 Molotov won't be bothering Romania squad. And this is a checkmate now. Romania squad cannot get out of this compound. Rosavlia Esports, they've pinned down Romania squad. Now Rosavlia Esports. Now it completely depends on Romania squad if they want to give their frags to Team Kukri Esports or they want to give them frags to Rosavlia Esports. They'll be making their way out. They'll be making their way into the circle. Tough love out of nowhere, passing error. And Hovercraft is gone now. Hovercraft is a big investment. Team Kukri Esports, they're eliminated. Rosavlia Esports does a terrific job. Eliminates Kukri Esports and loses none of their players. None of the players have been knocked out. That's a big accomplishment. They're looking great with their gunpowder. Rosavlia Esports. Northern shift by Fourth Circle. Team RS makes their way to the circle from the north, as I said. Easy rotation for Team RS. And if the circle moves again for a northern shift, then it's Team RS's game. You cannot control them then. If circle moves towards them, it's almost game over. Team RS is stealing that winner chicken dinner. Dangerous, doesn't have much area to move. Qwerty gets knocked out. Bobby. All eyes on him, and already Leo has closed in, so he will surely put in that grenade into that shack. And he'll want to bury Qwerty 8 feet under the ground. Robbie cannot do much. And that backstab will come in by Tough Love, and that's the end. Rosavlia Esports gets another frag, 6th elimination coming in. Rosavlia Esports showing interest in this fight against Team NB. It's going to be a real fight for Team NB against Rosavlia Esports. We'll have to see how much potential they've got. Can they stop Rosavlia? Rosavlia has been insane tonight. Bobbin inside the shack, just relaxing as he's the sole player surviving for his team. Aura Gaming starts again. Aura Gaming has to be careful as they're just surviving with 1 player. Prime, final man standing. Stage 5 is about to begin, and I can see Prime getting eliminated because of the blue zone. because maybe he won't be able to make it to the circle on time. But he has a buggy, so I feel like Prime will be able to make it to the circle since he has a buggy. I thought that he doesn't have no vehicles. That's why I predicted that he might get eliminated because of the boo. But still, he's losing his HP pretty quickly. Although those bandages are helping him out, and bandages are somehow making the situation manageable for him. And Prime will be taken down by Toplov, and my goodness, the very first bullet connecting. That's it. Aura Gaming gets eliminated on a 10th position. And we're left with the 9 teams, 25 players. Rose of the AI is sort of looking the contender for the first winner chicken dinner. For Roscar Show #1. Grand finals, the first game. Speed gets backstabbed. Katsuki Esports is in a wide open area. Skiller cannot wait to revive his teammate. There are no shacks where he can go. But he can secure that shack by fighting Bubban, but he's gonna attract a lot of eyes towards him. Skiller makes it to the shack, but he will be stabbed in his back. That will be Atom. That's it. Katsuki gets eliminated on 9th position. Asa gets caught. Those of the Esports, they're everywhere. Seems like they've written their name on each and every frag. And now, they'll be putting their bullets into Team NB. And one of the players of Team NB has closed in. Has no clue. Leo surprises Tosca. Rose of Lea Esports loses one of their players. This could be the reason for their downfall now. Because whenever a team has a good momentum, just one casualty wins everything for them. Star gets knocked out as well. This is what I was talking about. This one casualty can turn everything for Rose of the Esports. You just need one casualty. Just one casualty. Everything goes down. That is now happening with Rose of the Esports. That one casualty will now lead them to elimination. I have that good feeling. I have that negative feeling in my mind about Rose of the Esports. Because they've been insane till now. They've been so great till now. But it just takes one mistake to break the momentum. Big Baby Esports, they're eliminated. Team RS, Albi, as he is the final player surviving, he'll give his frag to the blue zone. He had no hope. RS gets eliminated, so Team Roscars, there's still elimination left. They have no elimination. And that is a huge surprise. And this is what we see most of the time from Team RS, Team Roscar. They don't really care about elimination. They care about making their way to the end circle. They usually prioritize elimination in the end circle. So that's what they're doing right now. And they've made it to the top 4. It's now their responsibility to get at least 4 or 5 eliminations out of 10, as they have 10 opponents in front of them. Phantom gets knocked out, and they might get overwhelmed. I have a bad feeling about Team RS as well. They might get overwhelmed at this point. 0 elimination creates immense pressure on your mind. And that can pull down Team RS. Phantom, he's out of this game. There comes in the first casualty as well. Atom will be seen. Atom gets knocked out. DW Jr., final man surviving. And my Esports, they're far away from the circle now. They have to pull off a miracle. They want to make it to the circle. It's going to be very, very much difficult for them. Last Esports, they're especially looking at Magma Esports. Even Team RS trying to pin down Team Magma out of the circle. When he gets knocked out, when he gives up immediately, doesn't waste time of his opponents and his teammates as well. Noah, he has a good spot inside the circle. He's deep inside the circle. Nisa will be taken down. Unique, you cannot get out of that shack as you're exposed. KD gets knocked out. Unique will want to give his frag to his opponents. It will be easy to get knocked out because of the blue zone. The competition is so much. Even one point can make the difference on the points table. KD! He will get taken down. The final player of Team RS will be eliminated too. And that's it. It is all over. Winner chicken dinner for Team Last Hope Europe. With just 4 eliminations. Noax that was, who was deep inside the circle. And he'll be taken down by the grenade. Magma Esports with the #3 with 9 eliminations. They've done a fabulous job by getting so many eliminations. Even Rose of the eSports, they had 10 elims. All the other teams, if we see, all the other teams could just secure 3 or 4 eliminations. Even the team who has got a winner chicken dinner has just 14 eliminations. So they have the hashtag one, but no conviction. Because hashtag two team with just one good game can overtake them easily. So last of Europe, they have to do well in the upcoming Miramar game as well. It's time to take a short break, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be right back with match number two. Till then, it's a humble request to like and subscribe. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Roscar Monthly 2 #1 Finals, and it's time for match number 2. We're heading towards Rondo, and there are two flight paths. One initiates from Jadana City, finishes off towards Bailey, and the other flight path initiates from Mehran and finishes off towards Fongchun. Both the flight path basically favoring the central part of Rondo. Well, it's quite difficult to head towards the north. We all know that teams are going to head towards New York's Factory and Newland, but the recallers, they need to choose good recalls. They need to choose recalls wisely, because the regrouping completely depends on the recaller, what kind of recalls he chooses. What kind of recall he chooses. So the first circle has just initiated, and first circle will be favoring New York's Factory. Newland is on the edge. All the teams right now in New York's Factory, they have a lot of time to initiate fires because New York's Factory is going to be deep inside the circle. And now the regrouping thing which we were talking about, I guess a lot of teams are going to focus on the recall tower, which is basically present here in New York's Factory itself. That recall tower will be mainly targeted by teams to utilize to bring back their players into the game. Team K Edge losing their players. Bobbin on the other side takes on Team BRBA Esports. Team RS, by the way, they're down to one player. 80 is the final man. Magma Esports ruining the game of Team RS. We all know what Team RS did in the last game. And in the recall phase of Rondo, Team RS couldn't do much. Down to two players to Team Eurolite Reborn is. And as I said, the recall towers present in New York's Factory will be targeted mostly by the players. Somehow Asta manages to recall his teammates, and he sneaks into the New York's Factory. So many enemies around him. And Asta will be stabbed in his back. And it's surprising that the other players of Team Eurolite, they dropped here in New York's Factory. I was expecting that the other players, after getting recall, they'll head towards the outer skirts of New York's Factory. They'll try to get rid of New York's Factory so that they can completely focus on survival-oriented games. But Team Eurolite Reborn, and they don't really care about survival. Maybe they want eliminations. They came back here in New York's Factory to find their opponents again. And it's risky. There's one bad move. Everything can be ruined. Wave 666 gets knocked down. Daddy. He's the 1v1 and he's tremendously low. And even Daddy gets knocked out. Liu gets knocked down too. So TEG, they will be conquered. Team Triple at Esports doing a fabulous job. Takes down Team TEG. Lost boy. He has a great recall task secured. Not much away he is from the circle. Most of the teams right now, they're in the center of the circle. So it's comparatively easy to rotate at this point inside the circle. Gaming versus Team Vox Esports. On the edge of New York's Factory, Aura Gaming deliberately not trying to move in deep inside of the New York's Factory, and Showcase takes down two. Alpha and Prime couldn't do much, and Showcase is the only man who has contributed in terms of eliminations, but. Vox Esports, they will get eliminated. Not completely, but two of the players will get eliminated, Dark and Showcase, but they'll be brought back into the game. And Showcase like a solo man, like a one-man army. He fought, bringing in 6 eliminations by himself. His teammate contributing 1. So contributing 6 eliminations out of 7. That is brilliant. 17 teams, 61 players are still alive. Maybe some of the teams have been eliminated from this game. 2 teams have been eliminated, On Back Esports and Team NB with the early exit. So back-to-back 2 bad games for On Back Esports and Team NB. Amrit is looking for a recall tower or a gaming. As always, couldn't get much eliminations in the recall phase of Rondo. And they're known for this. This is not something new. Most of the times, Team Aura Gaming, they fail to get good amount of eliminations in the recall phase of Rondo. But in the later on stages, they managed to make a comeback. So if you're thinking that Team Aura Gaming is finished, the game is finished, you're probably wrong. Aura Gaming will bounce back. By the way, nobody. He climbed up towards Nico, towards Seiko. But Team Magma shows up. Hera gets knocked out. Nobody wants to reload his S12K. He'll get enough time. And this is where that extended mag creates the difference. And nobody will be conquered. Hera will be revived. He will be saved. Magma Esports, they will be back in charge. There are not much teams left here in the Ox Factory. Just 2 teams in front of them. One of them will be Team 888 Esports, who has 11 eliminations right now. You gotta be kidding me. Amrit was about to get eliminated. Fika couldn't connect a single bullet. Amrit will now reach a record tower and try to bring back his teammates into the game. 888 Esports has done a great job. In the last game, they got eliminated early. But here, they'll be covering up in Rondo. And this is the reason why Rondo is known for comebacks. 888 Esports has made a comeback, definitely. And the team who is the head of the table just has 14 points. So, a 20 eliminations winner chicken dinner would take 888 Esports to the head of the table. Garling gets knocked out. Garling gets cooked. Garling is out. And Garling now needs to be brought back by 888 Esports. Garling is definitely hard carrying his team. 7 eliminations out of 11. In the last game as well, he was the only man maybe to contribute in terms of eliminations. In the last game, yep. He was the first man to bring in a frag. And maybe the last man to bring in a frag. I have no updates regarding team 888 Esports, but as much as I saw, I still remember that Garling in the last game brought an elimination when 888 Esports was in a terrible state. Team Dangerous, now they got their first frag. And I feel like Team Dangerous Esports, they didn't drop in New York's factory, but they dropped on an isolated drop location where there were no opponents so that they could get good loot. And now they will do search and hunt. That is their strategy. And a pretty good strategy in my opinion. Magma Esports, again, they're into a fight. Magma Esports conquers New York's factory. That's a statement being made by Magma Esports. I mean, in the last game, they got #3. They lost that winner chicken by the barest of margins. It was Team Roscar who eliminated them. And just because Team Roscar had circle privilege, that's why they were able to eliminate Team Magma Esports. But the way Magma Esports were playing in the last game, if circle had favored them, they definitely had got that winner chicken dinner. They definitely would have got that winner chicken dinner, but hard luck. But in this game, they're looking in a really good position. They're looking comfortable. 9 eliminations. They've lost no player till now. They have all their recalls intact. In fact, they've placed their teammate on a special recall where he will be safe, the recaller of Team Magma. But now the recaller has started moving into the circle. So the recaller is trying to regroup with his teammates. I feel like the recaller must fight now with any team. Should get 1 or 2 eliminations. And then Team Magma should try to recall him in New York's factory. That will be a great regroup in my opinion. Inside New York's factory. Less risky and much more convenient to rotate. They are inside the circle right now. Yeah. Why to do the hard job? Last 2 Esports. Moving towards the center of the circle. The last 2 Euroline in the last game. They were great. They performed really well. That winner chicken dinner surely boosted their confidence, but it's not gonna keep them in a comfortable spot on the points table. They are the head of the table, but they don't have a really good lead. It's 14 points they have. This will make it 18 now on the points table. Magma Esports now definitely trying to overtake them. Team RS, how many eliminations do they have? Just 2 eliminations. Again, I guess they're going to completely focus on getting the placement points, getting their way to the top 5. And then maybe they're going to explode. Then they'll try to get elims for them. Right now, elims is not their priority. That's pretty straight. Team RS doesn't really care about eliminations. They just want to make it to the top 5. That's their natural game. Akatsuki Esports Beast gets knocked out by the guard. What's happening there? A blunder by Akatsuki Esports. Getting knocked out by a guard. That's a humiliation. That's good that Beast will get revival. And Masha Kick will take care of the guard. Guard closed in. Gotta be like, get away here. Take it down. Akatsuki Esports now preparing for a war. So many teams in the outer skirts, but for now they're fighting the guards. Last hope Europe. They're pretty much close to Akatsuki. They know everything. So they can hear those gunshots coming in. Second moves for centralized shift. Loa Shing is still inside the circle, so last hope Europe. Maybe they won't move. Magma Esports, they're still deep inside the circle. Magma Esports didn't utilize their recalls. They still have recalls though. Maybe they can send 2 or 3 of the players towards Team Onback Esports who are present in test track right now. Yeah, they can send their players towards Onback Esports who's present in test track. Utilize those recalls which you have. Try to get more eliminations. I feel like Magma Esports is satisfied with the kind of performance they've had till now. And they shouldn't be satisfied because Rondo is about getting more eliminations. Getting as many eliminations as you can. So Magma Esports, if you're satisfied, that's a red flag. Definitely. Go for more eliminations. This is just stage 3. They still have enough time. They still can get 2 or 3 eliminations. Kyling will be finished out, so Triple Eight Esports will be facing their first casualty. No extra elimination came in after the 4 phase. They are still stuck on 11 eliminations. And we all know that Team Triple Eight Esports got these eliminations in the recall phase. No eliminations in the recall phase. Triple Eight gets knocked out. TBS's Esports isn't allowing Team Triple Eight to move. In fact, TBS's gave Triple Eight their first casualty. That was Kyling. Belvedere and SK far away. Both of them are trying to regroup inside the circle. Revivals are almost impossible. Still, Fikeban is still surviving inside the compound. By the way, SK shows up, so revival is now practically possible. But TBS's Esports, I guess that one final bullet is going to be enough to finish SK. And that was a close call, but SK makes it to the hard cover. And revival is more possible now. We're about to witness the next shift of the circle. BRBA Esports, by the way. After the blunder they made in the last game, they've never been the same. BRBA Esports just kept losing. Vaynok gets knocked out by Lays. BRBA Esports now losing their players. Slowly now. Half of their team has been eliminated. Just 2 players alive. Argaveli and Dennis. Argaveli maybe will recall his teammate. Sita is back into this game. Vaynok maybe won't get that recall. Circle moves for a centralized shift. TEG has a really good hold inside the circle. The position they have, they can make the most out of it. Already they have very less eliminations, so this game should be a jackpot for Team TEG. They're a high potential team. Amrit will be the final player surviving, so Aura Gaming is heading towards elimination. Last game as well was pretty decent for Aura Gaming, not that great. Not a kind of performance you can be proud of. Here as well in Rondo, Aura Gaming surviving with Amrit. He is the IGL. In-game leader. Now he has to be responsible. Now he has to show why he is the in-game leader for Team Aura Gaming. Why is the most experienced guy in terms of game sense. Why is the most trusted guy in terms of game sense. He has to give an example of that. Romania scored, by the way. They are being attacked by Team Magma. Junkies out. It completely depends on Magma Esports. When are they going to take the initiative? eliminating the remaining 2 players of Romania's squad. They're taking their time. Magma Esports, they're not in a hurry. Second knocked out. 20. Well, he made a mess with that S12K, but he switches on to the AUG. Gets the final player, 14 elims from Team Magma. But they've lost one of their players. Misa is out of this game. Recall is still possible. And 20 will be rushing towards the recall tower to bring back Misa into this game. And they still have 35 seconds, so plenty of time is left. And yes, this elimination is definitely not going to bother Team Magma Esports. And look at the domination in Rondo. I mean, they have 14 eliminations and they've just used 1 record till now. They should go out guns blazing. They still have a chance. But now just 35 seconds are remaining. So I guess they cannot make the most out of these 35 seconds. So maybe now resting would be a great option. Rose of the Esports, how many eliminations do they have? 6 eliminations, so pretty decent amount of eliminations Rose of the Esports has. I was definitely expecting more, as this was Rondo, and after what they did in the last game. But still, it's fine. I mean, 6 eliminations is not a bad number. In fact, they have a good position inside the circle, and the direction they are looking in right now, a lot of teams are going to come in from that particular direction. So Tosca, he just needs to keep an eye on Team Magma, and he'll get a golden opportunity to take down a giant, a mega force who has been unstoppable in this Rondo game till now. Till stage 5, Team Magma has been unstoppable, but Rosalia Esports can be the team to stop Team Magma, as they are out of the circuit. So no more desperation. Magma team, they're in more need. You can take advantage of this factor. Knocks down Tosca. 2 of the players of Rosalia Esports have been knocked out. Now Rosalia Esports, they're in a terrible state because TEG is moving in closer. Rosalia Esports should have focused on the opponent which was close to them instead of focusing on the opponent who was far away from them. And this is like digging their own grave. It's like digging your own grave. Rosalia Esports should have shown more maturity here. Well, Tosca gets their revival, so Rosalia Esports will be losing just 1 of their players. It's still a 3v3 fight. There's even TEG. They've lost a player. And I saw the players of Team Magma rushing into their vehicle. They were planning, I guess, to slam into this property, to this real estate. Magma Esports, they might see their end because they're going to fight 2 teams at the same time. 2 high potential teams right at the same time. Anything but getting stuck in a sandwich situation. And Misa gets knocked out in the midway. And Puma, will he be able to make it to the compound? He jumps out early and he was almost gonna get knocked out. But Puma, he makes it to the rock. And Puma gets knocked out too. So as I said, Magma Esports, while heading towards that property, might see their end. And this will be sad if Magma Esports with 16 eliminations don't get enough placement points. If they don't make it to top 3, these 16 eliminations are going to go in vain. They'll feel like they've not done enough. They won't be satisfied with these 16 eliminations, definitely. And you need satisfaction. Even Team Walks, they have 15 eliminations. So they are covering up for the last game. All their 4 players are alive. This is a big news for Team Walks. Turn this game into a jackpot. Big Baby Esports, they're already out of the circle. The fight's coming in from the sidelines. And Walks Esports, they're completely focused on Big Baby Esports. 20 with that grenade. Iragan gets knocked out. Still, Magma Esports, they're not ready to give up. They're not being submissive. They're looking for chances to strike their opponents. 20 somehow found the loophole, but he doesn't have much area to move. He cannot get out and open, but he's trying to make most out of the situation. 20 was almost seen, but he now gets knocked out because of the grenade. Magma Esports is Pera. Final player surviving behind that buggy, between that buggy and that wall. Pera finds an opportunity to revive his teammate. Big Baby Esports, they closed in. Big Baby Esports, they move into the circle. And we are left with 7 teams and 18 players now. Walks Esports, they are still focusing on Magma Esports. They have to sweep the area in front of them. As the only way they're going to secure a safe spot inside the circle. Backstab would be the worst thing possible. Shirk is, I don't know why he jumped out of his vehicle. As soon as he heard those gunshots coming in, he got nervous and he jumped out. He got panicked and he jumped out. Big baby East Coast. Very small area they have. East Coast now. They have the target 2 of Team Walks. This is a really good move by Team Walks East Coast. Not getting into that compound, but just making it to the circle and keeping an eye on the players who were present inside that compound. He steps out. Blue Zone is going to take him down maybe, but he makes his way to the safe area. Star takes down Leo. Team TEG gets eliminated on 5th position. Big Baby East Coast, they're still alive. Don't see it eliminated. But it's not going to take very long to eliminate Big Baby East Coast. They're even out of the circle. Tosca takes down a player. Tosca's ready for a clutch. But Tosca is not even interested to flush out the player he knocked out. And Tosca will be taken down by Aragon. So Walks Esports wins that fight. Still, they have the control over this game. And Walks Esports is now present inside the circle too. Fortune supposed the Brave. They are getting this winner a chicken dinner, but Aragon gets knocked out. Azorti, again, he has to do the same job which he did just now. And Aragon cannot be saved. Sida flushes Aragon out. BRB Sida gets knocked out too. Bubban gets taken down. Big Baby East was there being mauled by the Blue Zone as well. Arab Brady found here surviving. One woman against Owalade. Owalade takes him down. And Owalade will be finished to 2, and it is all over. That's it. Winner, chicken dinner for Team Walks. 21 eliminations and a winner, chicken dinner. That's a great play by Team Walks. And definitely now they're stealing #1. Maybe Magma Esports. You never know. 31 points out of a single game. Walks Esports has more chances of getting #1. But it's now time to take a short break, and we'll be right back with match number 3. It's going to be Miramar. Till then, like, subscribe. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for match number 3. We're heading towards the map of discipline. It's Miramar time, and here we go. Flight path initiates from Toriumza and finishes off towards the east of Pansona, favoring the central regions of Miramar map. And it's comparatively easy to access the center. It's difficult to head towards the west. It's quite difficult to head towards the east as well. I mean, it's gonna be a wild glide for players to reach El Azhar. Timora Gaming, well, they've compromised with Puerto Paraíso, as always. Uh, Puerto Perez is a kind of drop location. You don't get much healings for yourself, and most of the time Circle doesn't favor the drop location, so it takes a lot of time to loot. The blue zone then starts bothering you, so the best part is to just change the drop location. Aura Gaming should focus on changing the drop location in Erangel as well. I don't know why Aura Gaming has chosen such bad drop locations to drop, but now, I mean, they'll be ditching Puerto Paraíso, which they should have done a long time ago. But finally now, after a very long time, Aura Gaming will be standing up for their decision. Akatsuki Esports, by the way, they're in a fight against Team Magma. Team Magma had a great last game. Early elimination to be seriously avoided by Team Magma, as it will bring them down on points table for all the hard work which they've done in the last 2 games. They haven't found really good weapons till now. Still players are wandering and they're looking for weapons. Skiller, he's in the stadium, so he's gonna attack Team Akatsuki Esports from the sidelines. 20 from the sidelines too, so Akatsuki Esports, they will be targeted from 3 different directions. They need to protect themselves inside that building. Another drop flash at this point at Parzona. That will be Team 888. They're going against Team RS Esports. And this is going to be a hell of a fight too. Team 888 in the last game, they had good amount of eliminations as well. So Team RS, they are trying to make a comeback on points table. This is a do-or-die situation for Team RS. If they lose this game, their story is almost over. In the finals of Roscar Monthly Tour #1. So they have to deliver in this game. Flying is so much low. Seiko gets knocked out. Fakeadan brings in an opening. So much pressure on Team RS. Team RS is already playing under so much pressure, and that pressure will force them to make mistakes. Nobody, by the way, is guarding Seiko. SK entered open areas. Nobody can do anything. That grenade coming in like flying. Nobody will get low. Nobody is not going to risk his life to save his teammate Seiko. He's going to take all the necessary precautions. Seiko will be flushed out finally. Team RS, first casualty will be inevitable. Unavoidable that will be. AAA Esports not taking the initiative. I feel like Team RS took the initiative now after getting the first elimination, as Team AAA Esports knows that Team RS, they're under so much pressure. Now they are taking the initiative. That flank angle of Belvedere lays. He steps back to cut off that flank angle, but he has no clue about Belvedere and lays. When he got to know, it was too late. Belvedere knocks him down. Team 888 now gets 2 eliminations. Team RS is left with just 2 players. The blue zone is going to start bothering these 2 teams as well. A fight coming up from Puerto Paraíso as well. Big Baby Esports, they're not moving away from Puerto Paraíso. In fact, they're heading towards Puerto Paraíso to desperately fight against Team Last Hope Europe. Gonzalo, that was a close call. Gonzalo could have got knocked out. Well, he was moving with the scooter, he was all exposed. Big Baby Esports dead sports him. The shots were dealt. Big Baby Esports will be getting themselves a good damage. But that's not enough. Last Hope Esports now even more careful. Big Baby Esports squaring up in the outer skirts. And they wouldn't let their opponents get out of Puerto Paraíso. That is their strategy. So it's going to be a slow death for Last Hope Europe. in Puerto Price, and already they had a miserable rondo. This Miramar is very much crucial. Kimisa gets knocked out. Magma Esports are down to 2 players, and we are going to witness a monumental upset. Akatsuki Esports eliminating Team Magma. As we all know, Akatsuki Esports weren't able to do anything in the first 2 games. They were not that great. Magma Esports shook the lobby. And now Magma Esports getting eliminated by a table bottom team. And this is the reason why this game is so much uncertain. Expect the unexpected. Hera trying to fight back. But still, underestimating Magma Esports would be absolute stupidity. Akatsuki Esports has to be careful with each and every move they make. So even if you give Magma Esports a single opportunity to bounce back, they are gonna grab it. Hera again spams the pre-fire of the Uzi. It's not making it worthy for Hera. Not making it worthy for Hera. Hera gets knocked out with a desperate jump shot. Kuma is the final player surviving, and now he needs to run away. He needs to keep on regrouping, repositioning. He needs to keep repositioning himself to survive Akatsuki. So Scaler knows where Puma is, and now there's no running behind. It's almost checkmate for Puma now. Now he has to fight. There's no other option left. And Puma will be taken down by speed. That's it. Team Magma gets eliminated on 16th position. They couldn't even knock down a single player of Team Akatsuki. The worst way to get eliminated. That too on 16th position. So all the hard work which they did in the first 2 games, that is going to be challenged now by other players, by other teams. Especially Nox Esports, Vox Esports. After a mega game, Vox Esports will be focusing on doing a great job in this Miramar game as well. They're not very much far away from the circle. We're about to witness the second shift of the circle too. BRBA Esports getting hashtag 3 in the last game. Obviously, talking about BRBA Esports, things getting worse for them after the blunder they made in their first game. But BRBA Esports bounced back really well, and now they're looking sorted. BRBA Esports in the last game got hashtag 3. That's going to be a great big breakthrough for them. Miramar, if they perform well here, BRBA Esports might shine bright like a diamond on the points table. They might make an impactful position on the points table for themselves. This is Miramar. This is always it's always difficult. Miramar is never ever easy. BRBA Esports not gonna let this opportunity slip out of their hands. I mean, the teams whose weakness is Miramar, they should play Rangel and Rondo very carefully, because I mean, if you're making blunders in Miramar, you have very less options left. Especially here, there are just 5 games to be played. BRBAs, because after the blunder they made in the first game, they have not many opportunities left. And Miramar, it's always 50-50. No matter how good you are, the factors here in Miramar will always pull you down. So even if BRBA Esports is the best team on this planet, they'll still have 50% chances of losing Miramar. And we can even consider Magma Esports as an example. Magma Esports mauled the lobby in the first 2 games, but Miramar changed everything. The mental pressure this Miramar map brings in, that is just different. Roscar Esports, they moved in too much closer. BRBA Esports, why not? Will be targeted by Goodbye. That was a great spray opening by Goodbye. First bullet connecting, though it was long range. That's replacing the vehicle. Such a long range, it's never easy. Goodbye would get a surprise. Dennis knocks down Goodbye. And 2 of the players of Roscar Esports have been knocked out. As this Tosca and Star left. Even Tosca gets knocked out. final man, Star, and now he's running away. He has made the decision of getting out of this fight. Because of the Esports, they're losing their grip. It's down on me, it's Team Vox Esports. The complete lineup of Vox Esports. Vox Esports is going to chase down Star. But he changes the seat of his vehicle, but the vehicle skids. And Star will be taken down by Azorti, and that's it. Elimination coming in for Rose of the Esports. Even I'm stunned after taking a look at the downfall of Team Rose of the Esports. Rose of the Esports was incredible in the first game. Rose of the Esports couldn't do anything in the second game. But they had decent eliminations. It was not a blunder by Rose of the Esports in Rondo. It was a decent performance, but I expected definitely more from their side. And here in Miramar, getting eliminated early was 0 eliminations. That is a disgust. So the change which we were expecting from Rose of the Esports in the points table after this Miramar game is not going to come. We have to wait a bit more. Especially we have to wait for the match 4 to come up. And maybe match 4 will give us a closure. What's going to be the status on the points table of all the teams participating in the finals. Second circle has been initiated. Second was for an orange chip. Oh, Churkis overcommitted too much, and he will be humbled. He went in too much close. It was great tracing by Dangerous Esports. Curdy gets knocked out. Is he getting revival, or he's still knocked out? That's the question. QWERTY is bleeding out. Entry is trying to save himself. QWERTY gets eliminated by Dark. That means that Andrew was trying to give body cover to his teammate, but he failed to do so. Vox Esports rises back. Lands back on their feet. 4 players now alive. Andrew with a grenade takes down Dark. So now a rise of hope. Andrew gets knocked out too. Andrew will be finished out. Robbie takes down a player. But Robbie will be overwhelmed, and that's it. Elimination for Dangerous Esports. And I guess that was Dark who connected with his grenade on Adri, and not Adri knocking down Dark. I'm sorry for the confusion, but it was Dark who knocked out Adri, and not Adri knocking down Dark. Yeah, there was confusion. I take full responsibility. I'm sorry. At Vox Esports, the job hasn't been done. OnBack Esports is moving pretty closely. Even BRBA Esports. So it could be a triple threat fight. Things might go south. But Vox Esports, since they have hard to cover, they don't need to worry. And for now, OnBack Esports, they're focusing on fighting BRBA Esports. The outer space is inbound. Tikio gets knocked out. Immediate flush. 4th elimination for BRBA. Yeah, looking confident now. Miramar Factor is not getting into their heads. They're just treating this map like any other map. That's great. BRBA Esports. Oh no, Dennis gets knocked out. I guess I appreciated them too much. I talked too much about them. There was Garces Girls. Just like Maxwell. I'm also the same guy. BRBA Esports loses. Vox Esports leaves their compound and steps in the open world. Vox Esports, that's a bold move made by them. And the compound was out of the circuit too, so that was a decision made to into the circle. Iragan gets caught. Raynok knocks him down. Shirkis and Dark as the two are surviving. They have to regroup as soon as possible. Maybe Venok, he's the final man surviving. Venok versus Dark could lead to a deadly 1v1 fight. Not a 1v1, but a 1v2 it will be. Venok will be taken down. He tried his very best to survive. Even he had a cover. But it was too late. Venok is out. BRBA Esports gets eliminated on a 13th position. 9 eliminations for Team Vox. Who's going to step up for the third party? Big Baby Esports is moving in closer. Big Baby Esports could be a problem for Vox Esports. boys from the sidelines. Attacks Dark. Big Baby Esports will be able to cast Team Walks off guard. Team Walks sneaks out. Manages to get out of that misery. But Dark, he stopped by and he's looking for a chance to retaliate. That is not a good decision, Dark. Don't let your emotions get into your mind. Circle moves for centralized shift. Don't let your emotions control your mind. By the way, Circle moves for centralized shift. Most of the teams right now are inside the circle. Just 4 teams are out. Big Baby Esports, they're fighting Akatsuki. That means just 1 team will make it to the circle now. There are 3 teams in the east, and I guess only 2 out of 3 will make it to the circle. Maybe Vox Esports will come back to give a finishing touch. Fine. There's a third party. And then only 1 out of 3 will make it to the circle. By the way, Speed has moved in closer pretty quickly. Bobbin didn't notice that one of his teammates is knocked out. He needs to provide the revival. No 1 but 2 of his teammates have been knocked out. Bobbin helping out his teammate, and by the time Akatsuki Esports moves in more closer, it's another grenading radius. Big Baby Esports is into. This boys gets knocked out. Big Baby Esports, they're losing their momentum, and this is what I was talking about. Vox Esports might change their mood and they might come back. And that happened. Vox Esports, they're still in the nearby areas and they're closing in. Vox Esports is moving in closer, so just 1 out of 3 teams are gonna make it to the circle. 1 out of 3 teams. Just 1 team out of 3 is gonna make it to the circle. Skiller, Magic-ish. And Magic-ish has no cover. He has to go for that reflex. And he gets knocked out. Shirk is utilizing that S-Stroke really well. Get up. The final man. And Irregan puts him to sleep. Big Baby Esports, by the way, they're still alive. Big Baby Esports manages to survive more than Akatsuki Esports, which is unexpected. But King Yours, he hasn't been seen yet. He's inside that bush. And it's very unexpected for anybody. And maybe King Dios, before getting eliminated, he might take one of his opponents with him to the lobby. And it could be Dark. Could be anybody. Dark is so much lucky. Even though he's just looting right now. Unintentionally, though, he has kept himself in cover while looting. And King still didn't get a chance to unleash on Dark of Team Vox. This shows that how much lucky Team Vox is at this point. The King Geos now. He will live to see another day. He can move towards the circle. It's stage 4. Circle moves for Northern Shift. There goes Team RS. Challenging Team 888. Flying to lose himself. Team RS really swing against the side. Flying gets knocked out too. Final player, SK, is the man. It's not a 1v1. Well, he knocks down Katie. Now it's a 1v1 against Novax. SK will get finished out by that grenade. He didn't choose the appropriate direction to run into. Novax completely relying on that grenade to take down his opponent. And thank God that grenade connected. Team RS survives. Triple A Esports gets eliminated on 10th position. Team RS now got their first frag. Maybe the frags got stolen too. Absolutely. Their frags did get stolen. There are a lot of teams in the outer skirts who are really trying to do third party. This is very much common in the end circle. Your frags being stolen. Be prepared for this. Your frags are going to get stolen. Aura Gaming couldn't even get 1 elimination till now. Well, Alpha can change that. So 1v1 against Freak. Alpha goes with a jump shot. Oh, the pairs! Switching on to their secondary weapon right at the same time. And Alpha finishes Freak. And just like that, Team Aura Gaming gets their first elimination here off the mark. Quite late, but it's fine. 8 teams, 22 players are now alive. Since so many teams have been eliminated till now, the number of players is not that much great. So it's gonna take time now for the players to engage into a fight because there's a lot of distance between players. Not a lot of players are alive, so finish speed is not gonna run very fast for a long time. For a small time, not for a long time, but for a small time, the finish speed is not gonna run fast. But Team NB should keep an eye on the back end areas because Aura Gaming's Alpha is gonna move. Team NB might get off the mark by getting the first frag by eliminating Alpha of Team Aura Gaming. And maybe Alpha has no vehicle, so it makes it more worse for him. Easily he's gonna get taken down. There's so many teams that he has to deal with. There's Team 12 as well. That is Team TEG. TBSS Esports versus Team Walks, by the way. Tornado gets knocked out. Tryout gets knocked out too. Team Walks Esports, they're unstoppable. And there goes Team TBSS straight away to the lobby. And Walks Esports, 17 eliminations. My goodness. This is just pure murder of the lobby. Walks Esports ain't no stopping. And with the kind of eliminations they got in Rondo, they built such a great confidence that they can even do it in Miramar. It's just pure self-belief. Walks Esports believed that what they did in Rondo, they could do the same thing in Miramar, and they've done it. And now it's time for Big Baby Esports. Their chapter shall be closed by Team Walks Esports. Here again, very smartly sits into that vehicle and takes down King. And that's it. Oh, that's a great tracing by Novak. Dragon gets knocked out. Walks Esports doesn't really need to worry. Novak drawing the attention of Walks Esports towards him. By now, Walks Esports must have got to know that Novak is the final player surviving, so it should not take them much longer to deal a slamming into this compound and capture this area. But Iragan gets bleeded out. Iragan bleeds out to death, leaving Walks Esports 3 players. The Walks Esports, are they going to go for that slamming? Shirkis is taking too much risk. He's stopping in a wide open area. And Novaks, he got to know that Shirkis is taking a stop. Check out. And Novaks would like to welcome his opponent, Shirkis, with grenades. The problem with Team Walks Esports is they're in a wide open area, especially Shirkis. Any moment the third party could come Team Walks' way, especially by Team TEG if they try to move towards the circle from the same direction. I guess they will meet Walks Esports. And the problem is that Team Walks Esports will get caught in a sandwich situation. It will be Noax from one side and TEG Esports from the other side. That's a kind of situation you would never want to get stuck into, especially after playing so well. Getting eliminated because of third party is the most frustrating is the most frustrating thing possible. That's the most frustrating way of getting eliminated. Third party from Iran, which you were not prepared for. Easy, by the way. So the players are out of the circle, so definitely a late rotation is expected. TG Esports for now. They've headed towards the north of the circle. Walks Esports is quite away from them. But Walks Esports, they are pretty active. They're not holding a particular area. They'll keep on moving. They'll keep on repositioning themselves. And circle eventually heads towards Walks Esports. So maybe after this winner chicken, Walks Esports is gonna finish the competition. Walks Esports is gonna seal the deal. This victory maybe is gonna make them the champions, though we still have 2 games left. But I guess this victory is gonna crown Team Walks Esports the champion. Next level domination by Walks Esports, shutting down all the doors of the other teams to catch them right in the 3rd game. Isn't that incredible? Competition is over by game number 3. That is sick. But still hard to score. Get a mega game. That's the only way you can overtake Vox Esports in the points table. You need to have a mega game. 25 to 30 eliminations winner chicken dinner, and we still need to see if there is another rondo in consideration. Another rondo is played, then maybe there is a slight chance of overtaking Vox Esports on the points table. But if there's no rondo, then I mean, championship is fading off then. Vox Esports is winning. Zorti versus Liu. 3 teams right now, by the way. Last Hope Europe, TEG, Vox Esports. Who is out? TEG down to 2 players. Judges will be finished out. Oh, Liu gets knocked out. Lost Boy is the final player surviving, so eventually it's getting easy for Vox Esports. Azorti, he somehow makes it to the safe area, so it's a 1v1v2 fight. Azorti and Lost Boy can surely collaborate to eliminate Last Hope Europe. At the same time, Last Hope Europe, they are tackling both the teams, TEG and Azorti. Things can turn south for Last Hope Esports if both the players decide to attack Last Hope Esports first instead of fighting with each other. Oh, that was a close grenade. Look at Alan. Alan could have got knocked out. That could have been a closure for Zorti. And now he uses a Molotov. And now Manu maybe got to know where exactly Zorti is. And this Molotov might expose him. Lost Boy will get a chance to smash Zorti. And that Molotov is not going to connect. Lost Boy is not even showing his pixels. Maybe now he is being bothered by the blue zone as well. And at this point, this decision was made, not giving your frag to your opponents. And now Azorti is in a 1v2 situation. Alan gets knocked out. That's a great way to start. Blue zone is moving in too. Azorti goes for the left peak now. This is the final reload. He has to step out in the open area. He switches on to that JBS, but he finds a safe spot and he takes down his opponent. That's a clean sweep by Azorti. Team Vox Esports gets another winner chicken dinner. Hell no. What a 1v2 that was. 25 eliminations winner chicken dinner. Would you believe that? Is it 25? It's 23 eliminations winner chicken dinner. Vox Esports is on hold on the league. And now 33 points out of this game. 31 points out of the last game. They've already crossed the 60-point mark. I don't know how many points they got in the first angle, but they're already out of reach. So now we'll take a short break and we'll be right back with match number 4. Till then, like, subscribe. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for match number 4, and here we go. The flight path initiates from Miltapar, finishes off towards the northwest of Primorsk, and again, it's a southern region-oriented flight path, just like the first Iranga game. In this Iranga game as well, it's a southern region-oriented flight path, so it's difficult comparatively to head towards the north. Even it's difficult to access the center of the map. And this is the second last game. I feel like it's going to be a bloodbath in the initial stages as we all know only the tabletop teams are going to sustain. The teams who are not in contention are not going to waste their times and they're going to fight. There's one team heading to his Milton, that's going to be Team KH. R is heading to his Nowhere Ignore, their primary drop location, TEG. Dropping in an isolated drop location. Last of Europe, they had a good last game. They got #2, but they got clutched by Voxy Sports. It was a 1v2 clutch. Voxy Sports, where are they heading? Azoti that was who executed that 1v2 successfully, and he brought in that winner chicken in an extra 12 points after executing that 1v2 clutch. And that keeps Voxy Sports on the top of the table. And I feel like Voxy Sports has finished the competition now. Voxy Sports is definitely winning the finals. First circle has just initiated, and first circle is favoring the eastern region of Irangle map. Fights have started happening. Team RSC Spurs will be fighting Team Monpack. The sad part about this fight is coming up from shelter. Both the teams right now are maintaining the distance. But RSC Spurs, they're trying to maybe move in closer. It's difficult to fight here in shelter. Voxy Spurs on the other side. One of the players got knocked out. That was Uragan. And Uragan is out of this game, so that was Alpha Gaming, and that is surprising to me. How Alpha Gaming ended up fighting Voxy Spurs. Alpha shows up. And Zotti, he has that Scorpion. Voxy Spurs, they don't have much to lose. We're really trying to get some points stable. Oh, no way! What? Azotti! Pulls out a 1v2 with bare minimum results, takes down another player, and Azotti is on fire! How on earth can you do that, Azotti? Now he deserves to live after what he has done. The rest of the players needs to show up as soon as possible. Showcase, well, hero-like entry from Showcase. He has a DPS and he connects. Showcase, he knocks down Prime. One final player. That's going to be Amrit, and he's barely surviving on 10 HPs. Will Showcase be able to connect that one shot off that DPS? Oh no, Showcase gets knocked out. Twist in the story. Voxy Sports is definitely facing 2 casualties more. Hell no, what a fight that was. My goodness. Dark is way behind. And what is Aura Gaming waiting for? Flesh out the players. Dark is about to reach that ridge. But it's not going to make any kind of sense. Aura Gaming is going to flesh out his teammates by then. And he finds a vehicle. It's going to make it more quick. Dark. Will he go for the clutch? Zorti has been flushed out. Shirk is still, he's knocked out there. And maybe Amrit, he heard the engine sound. Aura Gaming knows about the final player's approach. Shirkis will keep on providing all the information which is needed. It's still unbelievable for me what Assorti did there. He completely mauled Team Aura Gaming. What a play that was by Assorti. Dark is now just trying to bait the players of Aura Gaming. Voxy Sports should have headed to a spring point that was known to maintain splits. I don't understand the reason behind this strategy. Voxy Sports, the primary drop location is Springmores. They didn't head to a Springmores, they dropped in splits. And finally now Voxy Sports will get eliminated on the 17th position, but I feel like this elimination could have been avoided by Voxy Sports. One bad decision, and Vox Esports will become the first team to get eliminated from this game. Triple Eight Esports, they're going after Team Big Baby. SK gets knocked out. 2 players of Triple Eight getting knocked out. Glying is the final man surviving. So I feel like Triple Eight Esports and Vox Esports, they have the same weaknesses as Erangel. Both these teams have failed in Erangel today. Magma Esports is in the outer skirts. They've definitely heard those gunshots. Flying. Have materia. Up and gets knocked out. Wow, Glying in that same pre-fire. He knocks down another player, but King finishes Glying. And this is not the end of this fight. Magma Esports is definitely going to close in. TEG Esports, they're in the neighborhood. Owalade gets a surprise. Big Baby Esports, this is a never-ending story. Fights after fights, third party after third party. Big Baby Esports gets caught in the middle of 2 teams. Magma Esports keeping up pace, because they know there are multiple teams that compound. They don't want to take the risk of getting caught between 2 teams. So they'll try to eliminate Big Baby Esports from a distance. Maybe those utilities will do the job for Magma Esports. What is TG waiting for, by the way? To their house. Magma Esports is going to get knocked out. TG Esports now going after Team Magma. Misa is in the back end areas. 20 is out of this game. So first casualty coming in for Team Magma. 20 Dangers get knocked out. He got eliminated too. Romania scored on the other hand. They'll get eliminated. Who gets knocked out? TG, they're getting a really good fight from Team Big Baby Esports. It's not gonna come easy for you. Roscar is way behind. Big Baby Esports dealing with 2 teams at the same time. That is just insane. Puma gets knocked out. Owalade puts him down. And why didn't Misa and Pera close in? Why it was just Puma? Getting absolutely no cover. And Puma not even staying in his teammate's angle, moving into the property in a blind spot. And Misa couldn't see him. Neither Pera could see him. Pera knocks down Stroyes. Will this time be the charm? Will this time Magma Esports be able to eliminate Big Baby Esports? Did TG leave the compound? TG is still in the same compound, but now TG don't want to make the same mistake they made a few seconds ago, and they faced a casualty. They'll let this fight get over, and they'll attack the remaining players. I'm trying to save Daddy at this point. Marozi on the other side there into a fight. TBS is Zora Gaming. Multiple teams are fighting in the initial stages of this Wrangle game. This game has been violent. Prime and Alpha, they cannot even hang that fight. Prime gets knocked out. Alpha, final player surviving, they will finish. Try out. They'll knock down Rafi. But Alpha won't be able to take down Tornado, and Tornado being the last player of TBSS saves his teammate as well and eliminates Zora Gaming on 14th position. Akatsuki Esports, Speed is the final player surviving. It's always messy to fight inside these caves. Even On Back Esports joins the party. Team RS shows up. It's a triple threat fight. By the way, RS, maybe they're staying in the outer areas of this cave. They don't want to get into any chaos. They'd like to just stay outside. Frey grabs the opportunity to move in, to close in a bit. And Frey will be humbled. Tico gets knocked out too, but the players get caught in the same line of fire. Cetus is the final man. And he's fighting Team RS on the other side. Team Allback Esports not focusing on one opponent at the same time, but 2. Speed has nowhere to run. He just has to wait here now. The enemies will be attacking from both the sides. It is a messy situation. Speed cannot get out of this. And I guess all the drop clashes are now over. There's 35 players remaining with a total amount of 11 teams. Magma Esports, maybe they eliminated Team GG as well. NB Esports, by the way, they've closed in. Katsuki Esports on the other side, they're eliminated. But what? Team NB! They didn't even create an opening. They straight away moved into the compound. 2 players of NB have been knocked out. Magma Esports knows how to defend their compound. Junior gets taken down too. And Magma Esports pretty easily eliminates Team NB. Seems like Team NB came and gave them a free frag. BRBA Esports shows up out of nowhere. It's like a classic game. Puma knocks down Isida. That grenade exploded right under his chin. BRBA Esports, they're not even able to focus on Team Magma. Because there are third parties coming in from different directions. Third party shots coming in from different directions. Pera has been knocked out. And I guess Pera will get cooked. Misa. Now Misa grabs the opportunity to move in. Oh, that was a nasty grenade. Puma is so much low. TG Esports, well, they didn't get eliminated. They're still hanging in, but they did a good job of getting out of this compound. Safe areas. 2 to 5 days. Magma Esports has defended this compound successfully against multiple opponents. They're not ready to give up. DG Esports had to step out. That's the kind of impact Magma Esports has created inside this compound. An opponent had to step out. Oh! Puma gets caught in a moving vehicle. This is destruction at its best. Misa takes down one. Pump shotgun connects, but it won't be enough. And finally, the reign of Magma Esports ends. And they're eliminated on 9th position. What a fight. Absolute cinema. Roscar Esports on the bridge, by the way. Who are they fighting? It's TBSX. Tornado Ruffy stepping away. Heading to his safe area, heading to his zone. It's going to be Team KH in the midway. TBS's rotation might get intervened by Team KH. But till now, Rafi and the whole lineup of TBSs were eager to fight. They were looking for opponents. They wanted to initiate fights. But all of a sudden now TBSs has slowed down the game of this pace. Slowed down the pace of this game. And TBSs now has stopped being violent and they're heading to a safe areas. How is that possible? I mean, you're nowhere near to #1. You're not even in contention. So what's the point of playing passive? I don't understand. Well, TBSs knows what they are doing. But still, no communication while rotating between Tornado and Ruffy. Both of them are so much separated. And if Tornado makes noise, Roscar Esports is going to attack. And he's trying to place down goodbye. And by now, Roscar Esports must have got to know that Tornado is the final player. And they will attack Tornado. This is what I was talking about. If Tornado makes noise, Roscar Esports is going to attack him. But he's not going to sit in that compound quietly. Well, his opponent's move right in front of his eyes. He's not going to let that happen. The utilities are going to bother him. Goodbye gets knocked out. And did Tornado read the finish read well? Oh, he takes on another one. This time it's Top Love. Tornado is single-handedly changing the direction of this fight. It's a 1v1 left, but Tornado doesn't know where the opponents are actually. And he jumps down. Goodbye just got that revival. It's going to be a 1v3 now. Tornado is so much low. He's trying to pop in that first hit. Did he get enough time? Is that enough? No, it isn't. And Tornado is not going to distribute any freebies here. Tornado gives up. Roscar Esports won't be able to taste that frag. They won't be able to taste the blood of Tornado. Ruffy is the final player surviving. And what is his game plan now? He pulled out the grenade spin. But he's not going to grenade himself, definitely. That was a small grenade. Ruffy is trying to get out of this compound. Circle moves for a western shift. Team RS sincerely heads towards the center of the circle. They don't want to attack. They want to be attacked by teams. That is their strategy for now. They want to play defensive. They want their opponents to take the initiative and attack the compound. That's the only condition they'll fight in. Or else they can sit till the very end of this game. They won't get bored. And they already have 4 eliminations. So it's just a matter of time now. We'll have to see which team gets furious and attacks Team Horus. Which team goes for a blind push on Team Horus, we'll have to see. But there's no need of going for a blind push. You can still try to create an opening. You can go for textbook perfect push on Team Horus. It's just stage 3. We have just 24 players alive. Make this game more entertaining by fighting more. Magma Esports has done a terrific job till now. I mean, my respect for Magma Esports now has become 3 times more. I mean, the way Magma Esports, they were defending that compound, they defended it against BRBA, they eliminated Big Baby Esports, then even gave casualties to the team they got eliminated by. I am forgetting the name. But that was BRBA who eliminated Team Magma, but they gave BRBA 2 casualties, didn't they? Yeah, they gave BRBA Esports 2 casualties. They defended it against NB. Yeah, they eliminated NB Esports while defending that compound. Sorry, I have short-term memory lost. They eliminated Team NB when NB went for a clean slam, and then they managed to almost defend it against Team BRBA Esports. They almost took down BRBA Esports. That was a close call, and BRBA wouldn't call it as a satisfactory win. BRBA hasn't moved much. Pace has slowed down so much. It's surprising. I thought that this game would get over by stage 3. Alan gets caught in the open. Maybe that was TG Esports. Got knocked out by somebody else. Maybe KH. Yeah, but one thing is true, that he won't be saved. He is going to be punished. Roscar shows up immediately trying to save his teammate, but uh-oh. 3 players have been knocked out. So final man he is. Last Hope Europe. Surrounded by the players of Team KH. Has nowhere to go. Just has to sneak out now. Team Horus versus Team KH. Now Radix gets knocked out. It's Team Roscar. Just 1 elimination Team Roscar could secure till now. That is really disappointing. What did Unique do here? Oh, hell no. Unique jumped out of the vehicle. Look at his HP. He's lucky that he didn't get eliminated by falling. And that's it. Unique will be taken down. So Team Horus, they're eliminated on 8th position. Team Roscar. And in such a violent lobby, they were just able to secure 1 elimination. That is disappointing. The whole lobby is going absolutely nuts. And in such a over-aggressive game as well, if you're just able to secure 1 elimination, that is disappointing. And Team Roscar needs to figure out now what's going wrong, because they're really compromising in terms of aggression. They're just trying to rely completely on placement points, which is not going to work out for them for a very long time. In long term, it's not going to benefit them. Aggression is the only type of game style you can have which will benefit you in a long run. It can be defensive sometimes depending on the situation, but you cannot be always defensive. Here I feel like Roscar Esports is becoming aggressive depending on the situation, and most of the times they are passive. TG loses a player, leaves out. Lost Boy is the final man. He's inside that cave, and he won't step out until he's forced to. He'll try to survive as long as possible. Circle moved for centralized shifts of TBS and Team Horus. 2 teams present inside the circle. Even Team TG is inside the circle. Rest of their Esports, they're trying to do search and hunt. They're trying to search their opponents, but they're not able to find any, I guess. position to hold. Gonzalo will be taken down by Rafi. Rafi is also the final player surviving for TBS's Last of Europe. They're eliminated on 7th position, by the way. Rafi's position has been compromised. Rosovlia is straight heading to his Rafi, and he is not ready for this reckless push which is coming his way. And a wooden shack. It cannot get worse. A wooden shack he chose to survive. The circle ditches him, and Rafi is now trying to head towards the circle. Tornado, by the way. And that was goodbye, I guess. We saw Rafi moving, and maybe he made his mind of chasing him. The last moment caused by the eye shield. The circle needs to be prioritized. Stage 5 is his. Northern shift by the circle. BRBA Esports holding the north. There's no team around them. Easy survival will be for them. Meanwhile, TBS is roughly the position he is holding right now. This dip attracts a lot of teams. Because it's convenient here, you just have to focus what is present in front of your eyes. You don't have to take care of your back. So yeah, a lot of teams might show up here. Lost Boy is out. Team C, EG gets eliminated on 6th position. At least EG getting some placement points out of this game, along with few elimination points. But yeah, better than the last game. No, not better than the last game. Worse than the last game. Who as compared to the last game? Because in the last game, Lost Boy survived well and he got #3 for his team. So better compared to the second game. 5 teams, 12 players. Those of the East, but they're still trying to get more eliminations for them. They're still trying to find opponents, but somehow they're not able to find KH Esports. They're still inside those caves. No, they sneaked out. But if Rosovlia Esports closes in, Blake and his teammate will run into the caves quickly to sneak in. That is their strategy. In Tosca, he won't let Team KH move. Blue Zone is gonna eat them up. Tosca, he doesn't want to drain out his healings. The Blue Zone, so he is moving too. Probably Ace was gonna got 2 more eliminations, but had no conviction. And eventually Team KH will get eliminated because of the Blue Zone. I don't understand why Rosalie Ace bros. After even hearing those gunshots, they're not chasing them. The end of Team KH is near. Final day is arrived. Rosalie Ace bros, by the way, they attack ESS. Star gets knocked down. Top gets knocked out too. Tosca. Oh, Tosca gets knocked out. Ruffy going against the plan of God. Goodbye. He puts a seat again. And finally, he puts an end to Rafi. But Rosovia Esports has lost so much behind this one player. Goodbye as the final man surviving. Now Team RS should be violent, because they have just 3 opponents in front of them. 3v2v1 fight it is. BRBA Esports. Circle to circle movement. Not moving much. Just prioritizing the edge of the circle. Just a calculated rotation by Team BRBA Esports accumulating in the circle. Goodbye. Oh, that was a close call. Look at his HP. Just look at his HP. 1 extra bullet connection would have been enough to finish him out. So, Paraguay, you go for a grenade. You might get the range. You might get the job done. Team RS, when are you gonna start? Because this is like digging your own grave with rotation. Attract a lot of eyes towards them. Final or Sequel and nobody, they step out. Goodbye is the target. BRBA Esports. Even they've been down the same shack. They know it will be easy for them to go for the third party. If a fight happens right on the shack. The Team RS Esports, they are completely focused on getting a winner chicken dinner. No room for errors. And our circle ditches BRBA. Hit by the circle. Dennis gets knocked out. Fight is slipping out of the hands of Team BRBA Esports. Even if Dennis gets a revival at this point, it's almost impossible to make it a third. So it's about getting #2. It's about the Esports. about defeating goodbye in terms of positioning in this Oranga game. Mares, they booked this winner chicken dinner. Nobody can stop them. And they have also don't get that winner chicken dinner. Goodbye will be taken down by Aragueli. The RBAs will be getting attacked too. So he steps out and opens that scrimmage psychology by Zeke though. And Aragueli will just Molotov him, and that's it. It is all over. Aragueli won't give an extra elimination to Team RS. And Team RS gets a winner chicken dinner with 6 eliminations, which is not enough. I feel like should have been more because they're not in contention. And if they want to be in contention, they need double-digit eliminations and a winner chicken dinner like Team Vox did. But instead, they held their position so much. They don't have enough eliminations, so this winner chicken dinner is not going to satisfy them. Let's take a short break and we'll be right back with the main event of the evening. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the main event of the evening. We're heading towards the last game. It's Rondo, and here we go. Tin Long Garden is the starting point of the flight path, and Xiaodan is the finishing point. The flight path is favoring the southwestern regions of Rondo map. It's comparatively easy to head towards Yulin. New York's factory is quite difficult, but teams are going to try because some teams love heading towards New York's factory, so that is going to happen. Our team's maintaining 3-1 split as this is the last game, and especially those teams who are not in contention, I feel like they have nothing to lose but a lot to win. So teams, are they going to maintain a 3-1 split or are they going to go all in? Well, for now, Romania squad, they are going for a 3-1 split as Lori is heading towards maybe the dancing recall. First circle has been initiated. The first circle favoring the northwestern regions of Toronto map. Stadium is deep inside the circle. Almost all the teams have headed towards Yulin. It's going to lead to a huge chaos here. The amount of teams present. They're going to get eliminated before even firing weapons. Phantom immediately gets knocked out. Temporary elimination. Phantom, Teddy, Daddy of it. He has a N249. And he will be stabbed in his back by Big Baby Esports. So almost TG Esports is over with their record phase. They didn't get much profit. Just few eliminations maybe. Or not even that. TG Esports getting the elimination. Just one elimination. Now that's not gonna feed them. RS Esports got a winner chicken in the last game, and we all saw them compromising in terms of eliminations. So now the recall phase of Rondo is gonna be very much crucial for them. What if nobody had knocked down his opponent with the dagger he threw? Almost nobody connected it on his opponent. That was a close call. That would have been the craziest coincidence possible. I don't know what he felt. He just threw his dagger. That dagger could have connected on Zetas or Taiko. Someone out of these two players came out. Nobody gets knocked out, by the way. Grenade getting swell. Albie is the solo man. If he clutches 1v2 on Becky Esports, will be sent back to the lobby. Going all in. Taiko connects through the smoke. He becomes a smoke criminal. Recall phase is over for Team RS. It's not satisfactory, just 2 eliminations. Not a big deal, that is. A lot of teams have been eliminated from this game. No team has been eliminated yet. We started off with a total amount of 16 teams. Vox Esports, by the way, it's quite surprising to me that Vox Esports has lost 3 of their players and they haven't secured any elimination. Even Iragan is going to get eliminated because it's a 1v3 fight against Team KH. And by the time he heals himself up, I guess the revival will be provided. So it will be official 1v3. Till now it was a 1v2. Iragan should push him for that fight. He's just making things worse for him. Prince gets that revival. So Iragan will let Team KS take all the initiative to climb up the stairs and reach the roof. Iragan will just wait. With this cheeky angle, maybe Iragan might get a opening. Prince is so much lower. That was a close call. Iragan, he was about to create an opening. Iragan moves down, gets very much low. That was a close call. But Iragan has no healings right now. But he'll still try. He will still try to execute this clutch. By the way, the way he's moving right now, that is just insane. And what? What was that? Iragan takes down 2. Iragan's accuracy is in a whole another league. This team is like an unstoppable force of nature. My goodness. And Iragan moves in and takes down the final player too. There was Raga X. Team KH gets eliminated on 16th position. Now, would you believe that? What a clutch that was. My goodness. I've seen everything now. Pure brutality by Iragan. Who will believe that Vox Esports was about to get eliminated? Last of Europe. Zone back. Manu, what did he do there? He had a great angle on his opponent. Manu just kept on waiting for an opportunity, and he lost the opportunity he had. Now he's underwaters. Movement. Be more slow, but Manu's aim on point. Goodbye has to hide himself. Goodbye. Shuffle himself up. And Manu connects well on Goodbye. Star on the other side. He's surrounded by the players of Team RS. That is Team Roscar. It's just a matter of time. And Manu gets knocked out. Manu didn't see it coming. He immediately gives up. Back Star was very lucky there that he wasn't seen by Manu. Be using his brain. Be using all his game sense. Just proning there. The bush. 3 teams are still here in Yulin. It's a 3v1v1 fight. And maybe Team Roscar, they dropped on an isolated drop location and now they entered Yulin. And it has been profitable for them as they'll be getting 3 eliminations. You can even see the car. So I guess that is true. Team RS dropped in the outer skirts. They didn't head towards Yulin. It's very chaotic. If you directly drop in Yulin, it's very much chaotic. You don't even... a lot of players in Yulin who got eliminated didn't even get a chance to pick up weapons. So instead of dropping in a chaotic situation, it's better to drop on an isolated drop location and then head towards Yulin to start a fight. Because average is 4 or 5 eliminations a team gets in the recall phase. Average eliminations I'm talking about. Team gets in the recall phase. That is 4 or 5. Even if you get 4 or 5 eliminations when you enter late in Yulin, that's a good deal, I believe. GR911 shows up. Says he's gonna run into a fight. Grenade was right on target. 1 inch here and there. Could have been fatal for Zetas. But 911 will be taken care by Star. Star gets another frag. 6 heliums now for Rosavlia Esports. They missed a winner chicken in the last game, by the way. A lot of players of Team Rosavlia Esports got eliminated behind the final player of TBSS Esports. That's what stopped Team Rosavlia Esports from getting their first winner chicken and then Roscar monthly show #1. Second circle has been initiated, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Teams are looking quite cautious at this point. Star takes down 2 players. Both the players getting caught in the single line of fire, in the same line of fire. In Team RS, Terrico phase is over. Star stands and face in Yulin. Great job done by Star, bringing in 5 eliminations. Makes it total 8 for his team. Now he can regroup with his teammates as well, and he'll do it very much quickly by grenading himself. That's brilliant. This is practical thinking. And right now, Rosavlia Esports, they're in Stadium. So it will be a great regrouping for Rosavlia Esports. Now all their 4 players deep inside the circle. With a lot of probabilities of upcoming shift favoring them. And I guess 2 players of Team RS are pretty much close to them. Or just Phantom or Noah it is. It's a Phantom who is in the outer skirts of Stadium. And he might get caught. You never know. Romania scored, by the way. Just 1 last player remaining. That's going to be Kirosin. He's not even interested to save his teammates. Although he has no chance to save his teammates. Even if he tries to do that, it'll be an easy gift for his opponent. So instead of that, he's just heading to his safe areas. Do they have recalls, by the way? I don't think so. But wherever Kerosene goes, he is going to meet opponents. He has to fight. There's no easy way out. There's no sneaking out. Team NB is in the back end areas, and Kerosene might end up getting stabbed in his back by Team NB. Last of Europe. Till now, they were pretty much close. And Gonzalo takes down Kerosene. That's it. Romania squad gets eliminated on 14th position. We are down to 13 teams and 51 players. And as I said, teams are playing very much cautiously. Teams are not in a hurry as they Rango game. The Raga game was very much violent. Not a lot of teams were remaining till the end circle, so it became quite boring in the end stages. But here, a decent amount of players are alive. Teams are now fighting. Teams are pushing fights. Magma Esports, they're ready. Seiko gets knocked out. Pera, what a tracing that was. Incredible. Peach of a connection made by Pera. Now Misa tries her luck. And Misa won't be able to bother any player of Team RS. RS keeps moving. I don't know why, but Team RS is running away from fights. It's 2 eliminations in the rapport phase. Here as well, they didn't find Team Magma, although that was not a good position to start a fight in. It was a wide open area. So obviously they could have lost that fight. But still I feel that Team RS, they're quite submissive while fighting. Down goes nobody. And down goes Team RS. They're eliminated on 13th position. So running away from fights is not going to help you at all. And why I'm saying this is I saw them holding too much, way too much in the last game. The lobby was so much violent and almost all the teams were playing aggressively. But there was Team RS who was just holding. Even Rosavia Esports might join that list too, because even Rosavia Esports were holding too much, even though they had all their 4 players alive at a point. But still, they chose passiveness over aggression. Vox Esports, Aragon secured the 3 early eliminations. After that, Vox Esports hasn't participated in fights, but now maybe they're doing search and hunt. TVS's Esports was way too close up. Vox Esports took a check. They backed off maybe. The problem is vehicles right now. Not all the players maybe have vehicles to move. That's why Vox Esports is still restricted. But this is stage 3, ladies and gentlemen, of this Rondo game, the final game of Roscar Tour monthly tour, and it's going to be a centralized shift. A huge river is inside the circus. It's going to create a lot of confusion in the minds of players, whether to head to the north of the river or the south. Magma Esports will just stay on the edge of the river. They'll stay on the river banks, the river shows, and they will just expect slammings on them. They are tired maybe, working so much hard, and the search ends. Magma Esports is now resting inside a compound. Roscar gets knocked out. Climbed up the roof of the stadium. How did he end up here? I'm still confused. How do you climb the roof? Even Team RS managed to climb up the roof. Look at KD, the position he has right now. Goodbye is going to get caught. KD. Will he jump in? Yes, KD jumps in. Goodbye. It's knocked out by falling. Maybe Goodbye won't give a strike to his opponents. Yes, that will happen. Goodbye gives up immediately. TG Esports shows up. Rosavia Esports, they're in a state of trouble. Uh-oh. Was too much lazy, I feel like, when those shots started connecting on him. Wu was too much lazy to move quickly towards the cover. He didn't try much. He gave up. He accepted his fate. Now it's difficult for Daddy to go out and revive Wu. Very risky. Oh, that was a close call. Daddy was about to get knocked out. So maybe now Wu has to just keep on dreaming that one day somebody will come to save him. Is he getting a revival? Oh no, he's getting a revival. So he proved me wrong. His teammate proved me wrong. Anything for Wu. For our gaming. They were so much quiet till now. Their elimination will make noise. Or our gaming gets eliminated on 12th position. And we are left with 11 teams and 36 players. There was Vox Esports. So that's a good excuse for our gaming. There was Vox Esports in front of them. That's why they lost that fight. But at least you could have given a casualty to Vox Esports. Aura Gaming. I love Aura Gaming. But I don't know what is wrong. Aura Gaming is not able to perform. I mean, Vox Esports is the kind of team who has late in this lobby. In the Rondo match as well. The first Rondo map. The first Rondo game. 21 eliminations, winner, chicken. So we know the kind of potential this team carries. So it's okay. Aura Gaming was fighting against a high potential team. And they missed. They missed a chance to win that fight. Vox Esports. Maybe the plan is to invade the property of TBSS. Maybe they will find Team Triple Eight on the edges, on the sidelines. I mean, Triple Eight, Rondo is their strength. Triple Eight is one of those teams whose strength is Rondo. Because we saw them getting a good amount of wins in their last Rondo game. And this is really great by the management that they hosted 2 Rondos to make it more exciting, more chaotic. 1 Miramar, and as Miramar is the map of discipline, it was boring, but both the Wrangles were fun. The first Rondo was crazy, and this Rondo as well. The kind of setup has been created right now. I feel like we are heading towards a blockbuster finish. Circle moves for the Northern Shift, by the way. The Vox Esports, they're fighting 2 teams at the same time. Well, suppressing Triple Eight is a fabulous decision because Triple Eight is right now focused on BRBA. So Vox Esports can take advantage of the situation. They can third-party Triple Eight and get some extra frags for them. But that's not going to be a profitable decision. They won't be getting any profit because Triple Eight is out of the circle. So better focus on the compound, which is inside the circle. Well, this compound as well is not completely inside the circle. It's on the edge. Maybe not inside the circle. Dark takes down. Try out. Now 2 players are remaining for TBSS. The Shirks, he'll be sent back to the lobby. He didn't contribute in terms of elimination, so maybe it's not a big loss for Vox Esports, as the presence of Shirks is just like his absence. Tornado will be taken down. One final player is going to be Kabir, and Kabir's existence will be wiped out by Azorti. TBSS is out. TBSS gets eliminated on 10th position. Fabulous job done by Team Vox Esports, not even a doubt. Vox Esports keeps up the hunt with their heads held high. They're going to keep on assassinating their opponents. 10 eliminations now. And now they have 22 competitors in front of them. What if Vox Esports repeats the story again, which they wrote in the second Rondo game? In the first Rondo game, second game of the finals. That is more clear, less confusing. NB Esports down to 1. Atom it is. Magma Esports is their opponent. Consider this fight done and won by Magma Esports. Kind of advantage they have. Atom connects to the smoke. Isa gets taken down. Final player Leo will be taken down too, but Puma, that's it. Team NB gets eliminated on 8th position. But did Magma Esports put themselves into a great danger? Because they were inside the circle and they had to go to the edge when they went out of the circle, out of their lines to eliminate Team NB. So did they put themselves into a great danger because Misa has been flushed out? So Team Magma Esports will be facing a casualty. But that acceleration was necessary too. Magma Esports had to eliminate Team NB in order to rotate inside the circle. Because NB Esports would have ended up stabbing Team Magma Esports in their back. So just to avoid that backstab, Team Magma Esports had to force that fight. They pushed themselves to the limits. They pushed themselves to their limits. And they took care of their opponents. Eliminated Team NB, they lost a player. But they can still continue with 2 players. Puma is on the edge. Now they need to clear out the back again because it's Big Baby Esports right behind them. And they might grab Team Magma Esports by their necks. That's not going to be good. Talk takes down. Styling. Ray tracing. Irage knocks down Allen. You cannot wander in open space. Last hope Europe. They definitely underestimated their opponents and they will pay for it. It was a too wide open area to choose to rotate. too wide open area, which was chosen by Last Hope Europe to rotate. Allen will be sacrificed. And still Last Hope Europe is not inside the circle. Vox Esports is controlling this game. They are the elites of this game. They are controlling the circle. Circle is moving on their basis. On their terms. Gonzalez gets knocked out. Manu gets knocked out. And Akaraska is the final player surviving. But Dark gets knocked out on the other side. So our teams together are trying to fight Vox Esports. Great tracing by Azorti. And he never disappoints. Big Baby's out. As Azorti knows where Puma is. It's pretty obvious. You can see a burning vehicle. You can see an airdrop. That's the best cover any player would choose for himself. Puma's grenade makes no connection on Azorti, by the way. So it's now pretty obvious that this grenade doesn't make connections on Puma. So now it's like Azorti has got all the closure he wanted. There's 2 teams and 4 players are remaining. Puma steps out in open. Puma gets knocked out. 20 is the final player surviving. Azorti knows where 20 is too. Great game awareness for the players of Vox Esports. And Azorti again stands in the same situation. Just like the Miramar game where Vox Esports got a winner chicken dinner with 23 eliminations. Azorti pulled out a 1v2. He's already knocked out a player of Team Magma. And he just needs to put in the final nail in the coffin. And he will do it successfully. It is all over. Winner chicken dinner for Vox Esports in the final game as well. And this time it comes with a total amount of 18 elims. So 3 winner chicken dinners out of 5 games. Absolute domination by Team Vox Esports. Hashtag 2 for Team Magma. 12 elims for them. And definitely I feel like now Vox Esports, they are becoming the champions of Roscar monthly tour #1. No doubt. Not even a question. Well, I'm Saito signing off, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and if yes, make sure to hit that like and the subscribe button, and I'll be taking leave. Bye bye, good night, and take care.